I'm gonna. I think what I might do is I might redeploy to Sanctuary while we wait.
Yep.
Uh oh.
I'm going to start my stream. I need to put the delay on.
Oh.
Then.
Sanctuary. I want to actually make sure I stream to the channel, and I won't find out for 30 seconds. So, you know, I've never been an observer. Oh, I see you. Oh, wait, no, those are guards.
What?
No, I see robot guards inside Sanctuary. That's
all. Oh, yeah. Can you hear the train that's passing right now?
What, like, at your
place?
There's
a train next... Yes.
No, I don't hear anything like that.
Okay, good.
Ah, but I do see all of our participants waiting.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Elm's doing a...
Conga line?
Yeah, no, they're not a conga line. They're just lining up, which is kind of cool. So,
we cannot see the map from the other continent, so that's annoying. Actually, can we?
Is that better? Don't worry, this camera's turning off. Like, I've got my camera on at the moment while we're waiting for this thing starting, but I'll turn this off when we actually get going. This is the, if you're joining us, and I'm streaming. I'm on PSP too.
Yes,
yay! This hasn't happened for, I don't know, however many years. Yeah, exactly.
How many people do we have?
Okay, so this is Outfit Wars. This is Miller. We are going to be watching the gold match today. Gold match is taking place for the new conglomerate. It's BHO. For the Terran Republic, it's Better Than Dead, BRTD. And for the Vanu Sovereignty, it's Dig, our top men. Malty, you've been watching these guys long. Is there anything we want to watch for today? Like, is there any characteristics of these three outfits?
I don't. They're all pretty different. BHO is relatively the newest outfit of them all. They're rather large.
How did BHO get in? Because are they grown? Because I don't think BHO were that big.
They're pretty big, and they just invited a lot of people, just like every large outfit.
Wow,
so that's the way they grew big. Of course, there was a lot of people leaving it and creating drama and everything, but they're still standing, and they won the first outfit war. So they're not innocent. However, the game, like, they qualify easily because of a large amount of players.
So
that's the way the system works.
Is this the second or third official Outfit Wars?
It's the second one.
So what my curiosity here is that if you are on a server such as Miller, Cobalt, whatever, and you have a very big, Vanu Sovereignty outfit, such as Dig or KOTV, then it's like Dig is probably always going to be in the gold spot if they make the effort for it, because they have thousands and thousands of players, right? And
actually,
no, yes?
You can, but if you remember, like, the previous outfit it was not Dig was in the first place, it was THVA who was the one, kind of was basically a group of lot of really good players, which means, like, if you have a lot of good players and you team together, you can actually qualify. It's quite demanding, of course, because you generally have less people than
I was just alluding to the fact that I was wondering if repeat, like, basically it's the same outfits playing each other every month is what I was alluding to, same Zerg fits. But no, that's interesting to see if it was slightly different.
It depending which outfit decide to put effort this time or not. For example, one APC, my outfit, qualified last time in the bronze bracket, and this time they did not because they couldn't put the effort on because they are playing the Lensmart tournament. So it's like you can put effort on. I can really hear your keyboard. 112 people already, nice. I'm streaming on my channel, by the way. If you guys want to, like, if anything happens to the PSB2 channel, you can watch mine. Hopefully. Yeah,
we should be fine. Yeah, so we're streaming on PSB2 today, watching the Miller games. I know that Malty's on his channel right now. He's kind of co-casting with me, which is great. You know what? I think I might just go on the continent and talk about it, because there's no point staying in Sanctuary here for a little bit.
We have 15 minutes, so we are...
Great.
And what's going to be really important to look at right now is the population on the continent, because the Soltec matches, the VS on both bronze and gold match only had like 15% of the population on the continent, because they did not have enough people active. And right now we can see BHO only have 28%.
So see what gets me though, right, is that there's a lot of if I was like a serious player who was taking part in outfit wars here, my issue is that, okay, one, I need to have a big Zerg fit or a large collection of friends coming together on one outfit to qualify. So then you qualify, great, fantastic. How do you prepare for this continent? You can look at videos, you can look at the analysis of what I'm doing right now, and if you're really cunning, maybe you get yourself a casting spot and a camera, and then you have all the time in the world to sort of investigate the bases, investigating the hilltops, the angles, all that type of stuff. Not that there is much complexity to this map, but how do you even practice for this? Or anything like that, right?
I don't know, like we talked with YLBA, which is Soltech Gold winner, and they played a lane smash match right after, and they said that practicing for lane smash was actually really good help for outfit for us, because it's a somewhat similar setup, except you have to coordinate a lot more people, and of course on several lanes, but it's helping them. So I guess it's a good thing.
48 people isn't a lot of people. I mean, if you do it so that maybe you have 4 squad leaders or 3 squad leaders.
Yeah, I assume, yeah.
And then you delegate. It's just like being a force commander and delegating to 5 or 6 platoon leaders, and then the platoon leaders delegate to their squad leaders. So in that sense, you're not like holding the reins, as it were, for all 48 people. But okay, so this is Desolation. You only get to play if you qualify for Outfit Wars, so nobody gets to go on this map. And then when they do get to play, it's for a short, sweet time.
Play tests.
Yeah, okay, there's a few play tests. All right, but anyway, if you've never come here before and you're new, it is a 1 versus 1 versus 1 format. It's 48 versus 48 versus 48, and it's combined arms, and anything goes. The only thing that doesn't go, as far as me and Malty are concerned, is the war assets in the outfit screen bastions. I think everything else is valid, although we're uncertain about the big... What's the big dome shield thing called?
Citadel Shield, I think.
Yeah, we don't think the Citadel Shield is available. So construction is good, and everything else is also valid.
On the assets from outfits, it's everything but Citadel Shields and the Bastion. So you can use Anvil. I think you can use Steel Rain, but I'm not sure about that. But I think most of it is everything global is possible. So Anvil, Citadel Shields, and I'm not sure.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. And then. So yeah, the bases are all neutral, right? So when we're looking at this, it means that right now there's only adjacency for 2 bases for every kind of home base for the 3 factions, but bases can be stolen because they're all neutral. So if you get to your your base first and you start it first, then you need an active lattice link, don't you, to steal a base?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
okay.
You get it anyway. Like you can steal the A and F. Like for example.
So what we're getting at is basically if you get to, for example, if I'm NC, I'm the blue team, and I get to F and E first, and I flip the capture point first, then they start taking over.
Yes.
Then I was there. If I get to E before the red team gets to D, it means I don't have to defend E, because I know there's no way that they can steal it. And it means that the red team is on the back foot because they were late, even by 1 second. They now need to hardcore defend D, because the blue team can come in, take over D, and then they can't flip it until the last second. But when the last second comes, they can then flip the capture point and then cap it in 1 second. So if I was a commander, I'd be thinking, okay, what's the fastest ESF? What's the fastest setup? Who's my best pilot? Who's the quickest way of getting there? How do we get... Because that's all important, because that gives you a huge, kickstart. But then, Maori, how do you deal with 2 versus 1? Like, if somebody knows, BHO, the blue team today, they're really good, so the red team and the purple team are going to focus more on the blue team and beat them down. Is there any way to deal with that?
I think there is. It's just like lifesaver. You don't want to get too far in advance to the others, because then the others are going to focus you. I think that's why Dig has an advantage, is because Dig on the lifesaver is really good at playing that, and they're never going to get ahead. They're going to focus whoever is getting focused, so that they can easily get a few territories, but they're going to retreat and attack the other at the same time. Yeah. So I think they have the advantage for that. Of course, BRTD I think is pretty, like, he's not going to beat them, and they will know about that.
Well, no, my judgment today is that BRTD are going to win today unless NC and VS double team them.
Yep, I think it really depends, because last time we had that happening in the goal match, we had one team just getting double team, and it was almost not like they didn't care about who was about to win as long as those THVA guys were not going to win. So...
Right. So this is another thing. If you are in third place of the 3 teams taking part, and it's very obvious that you're not going to win, you can then you yourself can dictate who wins. Because you're like, you know what? I don't want the red team to win today, so I'm going to attack only the red team and completely ignore the purple team, so the purple team can take over all my bases, and I'm going to attack only the red team and make sure that they can't push the purples or something like that. And there's nothing you can do. So it's like, I am very eager to find out, but that's not quite clear, because there's ways of attacking. Like when you attack a base, you want spawn options, you want logistics, and that's typically vehicles or sunders or squad beacons, but typically sunder is better because it's like a hard fixed point to spawn, plus you can do maxes if you can do it. And then you also are you going to take ground vehicles or ground control? But this map is so clunky in terms of getting ground vehicles from one side to the other. Airplanes can fly from one side to the other in seconds. So is the air ball going to play an impact today? Are there established anti-air flak points that people can sit on and then fend off air? There's a lot of unknowns here for today, because this is the first time I've actually casted this map with a casting camera. I, however, feel that Air Force is all-powerful, because I don't think there's a proper counter to air yet, unless someone does construction and gets like Skydome type protection-y things. But I'm right by saying that all these relic points have fairly large no deploy zones.
Actually, they...
Or can you build inside them?
They don't have no deploy zone. You can you can use anvils and put sundies on top of the roof. You can build inside those points.
That's perfect.
We have seen a lot of people using shields to protect, but most importantly, it doesn't prevent people from getting on the point, and it might prevent your ESFs from targeting the point and killing the enemies.
If you're infantry and you bail on the shield, you can't go through it. You land on it as if it's like it's a solid floor, isn't it? So you have to run around and down.
It even might kill you, like it's going to burn you, I think.
Well, don't know about that. But no, that makes construction very interesting here. Because depending on how you warp into the zone, if you could start... Okay, so Air Force, if you play smart, if you don't have a good Air Force... Like, if you have a good Air Force, you always go with a good Air Force. That's mobile and around, and then the Air Force doesn't bomb the base, but it interdicts spawn options and deploys. But if you can get, like, a spawn tube, or the Skydome shield... Or heck, even get a light vehicle or an air terminal takeoff. I mean, it doesn't really matter from the warp gate, but okay. I am very eager to see how people play out. Because
can I tell you a little bit of thing, like a little thing I know, because I've casted the Soltech matches and I know how the meta might look like.
Okay.
That's something that's really weird. Like not weird, but something that you might not expect.
Go ahead.
Spitfires everywhere. Because now every class can use a Spitfire, plus the engineers
one or
now
two.
have two.
Oh, double.
The engineers have two, and everyone basically has one. So basically, you can put Spitfires on the roof, and they're going to target anything on the ground. And they might not easily kill you, but when you have 3, 4, 5 Spitfires shooting at everything, and you're fighting tooth and nail for the point, it's going to matter. Like I've seen Spitfires killing people, no problem.
But that's defender's advantage, or attacker's advantage when there's no defenders, like the establishment.
Whoever has control of
whoever's the control, and then set up. Now, what are counters to Spitfire meta? Can you use jammer grenades?
They actually do, but I mean, why would you trade a decoy grenade for an EMP or a conch, for example?
No, not a decoy, like an EMP.
I think EMP stops, but doesn't destroy the Spitfires. So basically they're going to be stunned for a bit.
But if I was like Grenade Bandolier or Infiltrator or something like that, or just to EMP, it would negate...
Well shoot at them. I mean...
yeah, but you're also killing off infantry shields. Yeah, okay, I mean, it's 6,500. It also depends how big the explosion radius of the grenade is and how closely tight-packed all the turrets are, but yeah, okay. Or just put down your own Spitfire turrets to fight their Spitfire turrets.
Yeah, it's going to be Spitfire Wars. Like you have seen the Soltech Gold match, and it was just Spitfires everywhere. You could see like 3, 4, 5 Spitfires on the roofs.
I'll be interested to see whether or not anyone from Europe watched the Eastern meta and then has decided to come up with something similar. But yeah. Apparently I need a shave. Well, while we're on that topic, yes, we are in quarantine lockdown, and I have gone somewhat feral, but yes. Thank you, Maelstrom. Are you going to Maelstrom? Are you going to show off today, or do you expect great things from your top men, or is Steve-O and BRTD just going to wipe the floor again? Like, I'm very interested in the sort of the unofficial pre-show chat interview. Of which the answer is in a minute.
5 minutes, but yeah, we can, like, we have everyone, I think, on the stream right now, like Maelstrom, and we maybe not Mike, of course, from BHO, but it will be interesting.
Yes. So what's going to happen is, due to the way the scoring system works, I tell you what, I'm going to stay on continent when it starts, and then I'll watch the opening play, and if the scoreboard doesn't come up, because apparently there's some sort of bug issues, then I'll jump off the continent and jump back in again. But I'll do that after the first base flips.
If it doesn't work anyway, like if you switch back and it disappears at some point, I will just read, the score. I will look at it, so you don't have to do what I had to do, which is switch every minute on the score to see how it works.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in the ass, but at least you.
Okay. Well, there's not really much more to say. Like, what about nanites? Because you're using your characters, so you would have like boosts and squad boosts and that type of stuff. So your nanite regen can be what, nearly 200 a tick?
200, I don't know, but you can probably use boosts. You can use 2 boosts, so it's maybe what are boosts, like 50%?
I remember when I had the dual boost, and then you had the squad thing or something like that, and then you were getting, by default, nanite ticks, which is the resources, 50, is 50. Now I'm fairly certain you can boost that to 100, maybe even 150, and I don't know, in my head I want to say I came across a 200 at some point somehow, but that's a big influence on the game, because these are your grenades, these are your consumables, these are your vehicles, these are your maxes. If you can outburn the enemy in terms of resources, and you can play efficiently, so that, let's say you pull a Sunder that costs 200 and the enemy kills it, but they have to burn 600 or 700 resources because they get grenades or mines or whatever.
Take into account that we have vehicle spawns and aircraft spawns that doesn't cost any nanites, but they cost Corsium, so you can get vehicles for free. I mean, so almost free. And
from the Cortium
from the construction bases, yeah.
But you can't get heavy vehicles. But heavy vehicles is only the main battle tanks and the Liberators and Galaxies, I guess, if you want them. Everything
I'm not so sure about that. That would explain why you haven't seen a lot of Galaxies, but I'm not sure. I thought you could pull MPTs from those construction bases.
It says light vehicle spawn in the construction options, so one would assume that doesn't include a heavy tank. Because if that's not a heavy tank, what is? A Colossus? But that's a war asset.
Yeah. The Colossus is not in the game yet.
Okay, where are we? 2 minutes 20. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my ugly mug. Done. Okay, so we're in the last bit of countdown here.
As far as I know previous match, Nanite was not respawning. As far as I know, it does this match.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, did you know... well, this is like a side note. The PSP admin accounts... of which there's 3. I think the first 1 or 2 have the Cortium gun. Cortium? Not Cortium.
Oh yeah,
I played a bit
with that. I played a bit with that.
There we go.
I actually made some Cortium made RSR.
Like race course or something? That's awesome. Okay, well, opening plays. Who's got the strongest air? TR or NCVS?
BRTD, and maybe Dig, because I know No Name has been training up the Dig boys. So we might see a few interesting things from Dig. And I think BRTD is probably overall the best.
You can get a MBT and lib on Desolation from Cortium. Oh well, there you go. I mean, construction plays a big deal then. If you can get like in a point where, I guess, between the central relics, and you can get like an air kind of ball, an anti-air thing with plenty of deployables, and you can then bounce north and south from the center. If you control that and you get firmly established, it can be powerful. I'm actually generally,
from what I've seen, the vehicles have been not really staying static, but being really mobile and getting around the bases to find the Sundies and kill them, because the Sundies are really exposed with those on that map. So you have to have MBTs and RSs going around the bases and killing them, so to deny your enemy spawns. Although the routers are a thing too, so you can just put a router inside. There's a lot of options, and all of them have to be played. And the fact there isn't respawn rooms on any base.
Oh, they're in their warp gates now. Okay, so they are actually in their respective warp gates. So when did they can warp in the beginning? Can they, like in that time, the countdown?
They can from the moment the pre-match started. And that 20-minute match countdown started. And right now, interesting thing, BRTD has 31% population and there's 32 VS and NC, so there's slightly less NC characters.
So we got 2 Mag Riders, a whole host of...
we can watch the
4 ants! 4 ants from the VS.
Oh yeah, you're going to see a lot of ants. I'm seeing I'm looking at the TR warp gate and lots of VSFs, MBTs. Okay, and if they don't know about it, when the match starts right now
Oh,
and
let's
then try
go.
to get through the shield,
Wow.
it doesn't work and you get destroyed.
So, wait, it's a
Bro,
draw?
what? What the fuck?
It's a which language?
No,
Draw. There we go.
no.
Okay, lightnings, no
wait,
ants for the NC. Okay, no, 2 ants, and then a whole host of lightnings, which is interesting. All right, I actually want to see the map very quickly here. Who flips? So
Yeah, we
B's
have to look
going.
at the capture timers on all the warp gate bases because right now, except
B
looking
was
at the
fast.
battle,
Alpha and Foxtrot are still not okay. Alpha is now going. Bravo's going. Charlie and Delta. Okay, so we're gonna see the timers. So Bravo was the fastest and more than Charlie, but Delta's before Echo. Wow, BHO totally
BHO
not.
isn't capturing any base. What the hell?
Okay, now Echo's going. Foxtrot still isn't going. There's a huge advantage for VS from Alpha to Foxtrot.
So does so does TR. They have a 10-second advantage. But the fact they haven't even started the F point. Oh my god, they're going to completely lose it.
Oh wait, they're here now. They're here. Well, maybe if they're confident enough that they can hold it. All right, is this TV scene? All right, where are we going? Looking at so looks like most of the population is on Echo for BHO. So there's a little lightning farm of vehicles. I mean, is that being effective? And okay, so we have a little Terran Republic kind of armor duel with the.
Oh, look at the B base. Look at the B base. What's happening? TR is on the B base, and they have. Wait. They have 1 second less, so they cannot steal it, and yet they are trying to set up to capture it. Maybe they wanted to flip so that they cannot be backcapped.
See the timers? 47 and 40. You're right. Terran Republic can't do anything here. I mean, they could. Their base could go through. Photics.
They want to flip the
Okay, BRTD might have some. None. Wow. And Zertog.
BRTD from a bunch of time.
Yeah, I wonder how many
I know there was a
here.
few ringers, but you know.
A few, yes. Shh.
I mean, there's nothing new.
No.
Teams have brought ringers.
Well, I mean.
Match. So
I mean, the
no
sky is in the
bases
control.
is being set up.
BRTD has complete air control over Bravo, but is I guess they're also gonna like if you were VS, how do you get to Charlie and how do you steal it? Have they got anyone defending Charlie? Okay, they got one guy. They got their one pro here defending the cap point.
They're probably expecting to flip the point right, like on the B point, so that it cannot be flipped on the C one.
It's not gonna be stolen. But none of the TR. Oh, wait, there is actually someone at TR at Echo.
The phase bases are being captured. Yeah. Nothing is being stolen.
Mozzie drop on Echo. 3 people trying to go. Nah, they didn't get it. They didn't quite get it. They tried.
You have to look at F. F is the last one that can go through now. I hope it's going to be stolen. To see it. But nothing from Dig. Come on, guys, you can do it.
10 seconds. They could go for it right now. Alright, here comes the first guy.
The beacon. Point is slipping. Point is slipping. They have a beacon.
Oh, one light assault. Nope, not enough.
The point is flipped, so
Oh, but the beacon's right.
Storm is on the point. Go, boy, go. I'm screaming too much.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. They're gonna steal it. There's way too many VS here, and they've just like pulled all their numbers briefly.
That's a Dig leadership here. So Dig, if we look at the score, and I assume you don't have the UI, you cannot see it.
Oh, I do not have the UI. Oh, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to reload and see if that's working.
Alright, you leave the con, come back, see if you get the scoreboard, and then I'll do the same if it's necessary. All right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the Terran Republic didn't steal Echo, but they're actually No, they're gaining it. Sorry. Okay, so they're trying to take that lobby, and then the central. Now no one's going for hotel at the moment.
I have you on going back.
Oh, you have the scoreboard?
Yeah. You can just switch to the map 1 for Silver, and then you can go back. It's really quick.
So go to Sanctuary, then warp back to Desolus.
Go. You know the command you use to get here. You use it, but with the 1 instead of 0, and then you go back to 0,
okay.
and it's really quick, so it should be good. We are seeing Dig in advancing the score with 23 point, BRTD in 18, and BHO only 8. Interesting. The central bases are being flicked, but not the H one, which we would expect because that's Dig and BRTD. Would assume they have the most understanding.
Can you have a look around the map for me and see if where the construction has started? Okay, the scoreboard's up now.
I'm seeing a Dig base near their A and B bases, so in the middle of a pretty defensive setup.
digs between Alpha and Bravo. They've got
right in the middle.
Oh yeah. So we see the initial construction, some walls, the silo. Silo is pretty well filled up. AV turret. They're putting up some anti-air. They've got their self-asunder spawn. They're getting their vehicle spawn.
Look at the E-base.
Echo. Are on my way.
It's being captured by BRTD. BHO's not even able to have their home bases. They don't have anything. Oh my god.
BHO built an anti-infantry turret inside, but it didn't really help. What are the population numbers? Okay, there's a very slight dip for NC. Yeah. You know what the population difference might be? The observer cameras.
Yes. We are probably knowing that, and we are not alone casting that.
Okay, so the Terran Republic, this is BRTD, they've taken Relic Indigo, and now Hotel is the next kind of thing. So depends how much TR wants to stay here, but I'm not seeing any air from the NC and BHO.
Interestingly, they have put BHO has put a Caution hub on their Echo base, but it's lost now, so it's not really useful, and there isn't any construction. They have put also a spawn tube on the F, on the. I'm not sure with what F is.
Is there a base? Oh wow, yeah, there is. I love how the dome shield perfectly covers the base. I'm sure that's by intention. That's really enjoy that. Now, what are so many? Oh, they're doing they're guaranteeing that the cap fully secures. So it's 30 seconds or less for Relic Charlie to kind of be secured, and then how would they make a play in the next 60 seconds for Relic Hotel? Is that even possible?
They can totally they can go from the Yota, the I1. So they can get it's still the cap right now. Anyway.
Yeah, but they need to get bodies on there, and I'm wondering how they're logistically going to move.
With Valkyries, I guess, or have a beacon ready and wait
for
it to.
Hello, deploy. Orbital strike coming in at Foxtrot.
Already?
Yep. Oh, there's a Vanu Sovereignty orbital strike. But the VS are the NC are capturing it, and so they tried to, so they did a Valkyrie drop, and they tried to strike and then capture and prevent the cap going through.
The base back, so at least they are.
Yeah, but the NC gets it, and I think NC is now forgetting to get Echo.
Oh, they're getting the PR is fighting 2-1, but they are still holding the point on the Echo.
BRTD, they just beacon dropped in and they've got the capture point back. But you can see that there is a silo here for the NC.
Yeah, but they're not using
Sundra. Yeah, they've got a deployed Sundra though, so the spawn logistics are definitely in the NC's point of view, and they outnumber 2-1.
Skywatts for BHO.
Hotel.
Like 3 of them, but.
Yep. So hotels went for the Vanu Sovereignty, so that's Dig, and it's 4 bases apiece for Dig and BRTD. So those are the purple and the red teams, and NC are struggling to get a foothold in this match.
You can see that TR is focusing the Bravo base. They are up a lot of population, and the point is creeping right now, so they are going for the Dig warp gate. I'm not seeing a lot of aircraft, however. I'm seeing scythes, and I'm not seeing a lot of mosquitoes. Interesting.
So, wait. Oh yes, so I'm watching, as you're right, the Bravo is ticking. I mean, so riddle me this, right? We know how effective the Sky Shield is on a capture point. Why would Dig build a base between A and B and not just like make a base in A or B and then just rally from it? Is that just too far away?
Because they want a place where they can spawn vehicles safely, because if BRTD attacks the Bravo point and the Caution and everything is near it, they can attack it.
Because they can have a spawn Sundra, they can have a spawn tube, they've got themselves a ground terminal, they've got themselves an air terminal, they've got themselves plenty of turrets. That would mean that they can very quickly, they can get to Charlie, Hotel, Alpha and Bravo. And if you control 4 points, you basically will win. Oh, that's actually unfair. Look at the way that this isn't like a fully.
On which base?
This isn't a 3-way map. If you are coming from if you're coming from the, I'm just saying 4 bases. There's a wide open plateau between Alpha Bravo, and it gives you very easy access to Golf Hotel. So you put a base in the middle of there. You can control 4 bases in a very short flight time. If you're southwestern Warpgate Blue, you can kind of put a. I want to go check this out. You can kind of put a base down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all right.
It's it's not perfect. It's not a perfect
1,
mirror
2, 3,
on free
4.
tide.
No, it's not. Okay, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. It feels as if the North has a slight advantage. Anyway, the TR is pushing Hotel after they got pushed off of Bravo.
That's really interesting. On the Soltec matches, it was not the same faction on the same spot,
Oh.
but all the same matches were at the same position.
Go
That's
to
interesting.
Hotel. I can see 4 Spitfires. Can you see more?
Let's count.
I can't. Oh, maybe there's
Are
just
they on
because
the
not enough
ground or
people.
on the roof?
No, they're
They're
on the ground watching the capture
Oh, they're
point.
there's some on the balconies. So interesting enough, VS and TR are both targeting one of the bases.
Each other's bases. Indigo is flipping in. The thing is, with regards to construction, you can pick up a module and then fly to the base. I guess the modules themselves can be destroyed so easily. But I was going to say, hey, go to Indigo, put like a dome shield in. Okay, so Valkyrie from TR comes to Indigo. 4 guys on the roof. 5.
Yep, equal population there.
Oh, but check these Spitfires. There's at least 3 or 4 being a nuisance.
Yes. I mean, it takes time, but you can kill them just taking time.
More
It
Valkyrie
takes
reinforcements.
more time to kill the Spitfire than to kill
More
someone.
beacons.
So
Alright, what's
there is
NC
on the
doing?
point.
So NC have finally taken the Foxtrot and Echo, so they've got their home bases. Where do they go next? Because it's the TR trying to save Indigo, and Indigo is kind of the fight between them. Golf, the NC are now going for Golf, and Hotel, is that the VS?
That's the VSTR central base.
Oh, it's the TR is taking it in 24 seconds, yeah.
That's the one where the score is going to enter the most because it's
And they've got
the
a
score
lot
right
of
now
people
is
on the
really
roof.
close.
Yeah.
And the more, like, if TR gets an advantage over VS and it's like +1, -1, he's going to see a lot on the incoming match and the incoming score.
Now, because I'm not really on a faction, it's hard to see. I can definitely see Air Force. I can see Liberators. I can see... Oh, hello.
Oh, VS
Somebody
is,
just called for the Mosquito Force, so Mosquitoes and the Liberator are kind of fending off the very high altitude, pushing off the Scythes and the Libs of the Dig. I need to increase my render range.
Dig has air control, like their airball is just everywhere.
No, I wouldn't say so. If you go high above Indigo, Delta, Charlie, and Hotel, so the middle of the Terran area, we have the Terran Air Force, and they're having a very high altitude fight now with the VS.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that. My god, that's beautiful, even in low graphics. But I'm seeing a lot of Scythes though, and the drop pod's coming in the middle of that.
So long as the fighting's up here, and if it's equal air numbers, then I'm happy as a grand person when I have to worry about Air Force. If I get air support, great. If I don't have to worry about their then it's fine.
The numbers are really close inside. I can
Bravo is being contested again, and Bravo Dig has got themselves a max. And it's just kind of like infantry fighting and beaconing and... Oh, harasser duel! Outside of Bravo. Looks like it didn't
Bravo
end
is
well.
being attacked, that's really good. Like, the BRTD is doing the good thing. They're focusing Dig right now. And BRTD actually has 4 bases, so they're going up.
Three-way fight is going on at Indigo now.
What's going on there? Like,
and yeah, literally. Like, so on one side of the roof you've got NC. In the middle of the bowl you have the VS, and then slightly off to the outside you have the TR and their vehicles.
What's happening, BRTD? BRTD is running away from BHO harassers. Come on, guys. And Dig, the BHO has a lot more people on the point here, and they might be able to steal
In terms of points, the NC had a bad start, so they're definitely behind. So I doubt that they can catch up to the... What is the winning point count number?
It's a 705.
Oh, okay, but it is really, really close between...
Bad Karma in his max
NC.
is
Oh, now the NC can steal the Indigo cap from the Vandasonti if they pushed up, but... In 9 seconds? Yeah, Dig's defending the TR cap.
Yeah, but they're going to get the capture.
Oh no, it's flipping! Or it's stalled.
No, it's flipping back to VS.
Oh, there's a huge number of NC. There's NCs here.
Look at the population. BHO has so many people. They're going to steal it in
but
the last
that's
second.
all that really matters, right?
Played.
You just need to come in at the last moment with the population. You don't want to show your hand too early.
Look at Alpha. Dig is not even defending it. Like, they don't even have like someone to look at it. BH is probably going to get up in a score, and that's going to give the advantage to TR because VS is going to have less
Fall
points.
behind.
Right
Oh,
now,
there's Maelstrom. No, Maelstrom saved on the 4-second marker.
Oh, that was really close. I think
No, but the thing is, there's quite a long cap on that element, so there's nothing saying that NC couldn't go back there. But the NC are also going for golf, so maybe they play for golf instead. Then again, the TR could steal this.
Yes, they could.
From hotel, yeah, they could steal it. So it's kind of like, actually, if you check the TR population,
yes, they're
it's 60%.
60%.
They're just waiting, and this is really smart. Don't go there when you don't need to, because it's capping for you.
The roof and get at the last minute.
Yeah. All right, here it goes. Starts flipping now. The
50,
VS gonna come here.
The good timeout. I'm not saying it's 80% TR right now. They have pure control of it. This is what I like about outfit was it just fights everywhere. It's extremely dynamic and everyone can attack everyone.
It's pretty chaotic with a lot of steals.
Yes. Service Smash is a lot easier around that.
you got one enemy, yeah.
Much easier.
Spitfires are down.
Oh, I didn't. So beta. TR captured beta. So
okay.
Yes, only has 2 bases.
So
right
the TR
now.
steals the golf cap. They are. Oh, they had Bravo. They're losing it. They had Delta. Are they saving Delta? It's hard to tell sometimes with the UI. It's a bit.
No, the capture is only started for NC, so it's they are defending it despite NC having overpop there.
Okay.
So TR right now is in a strong position in terms of
They're
score.
quite strong.
They
They're pulling ahead.
Focused. I mean, they are never going to keep Gamma, and they are going to get focused on
right. But they're building a lead. So like, I mean, how many
yes.
bases the TR got? They got themselves. Oh well, 4 bases. 4 seems to be the sweet spot. If you can just hold on to 4 all the time, then that's kind of okay.
Yes. And the building score is what's going to really matters, because if you get a 50, 100 point advantage, then it's going to stay as long as you don't have one less base than the other.
Surely someone has done the maths here that if we get a certain point lead, we only need to have 3 bases or 2 bases from X times onwards, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, but it's extremely hard to manage that, because you can get completely double team and lose all your bases. And
no, it's true, but there is a certain element where if we control X bases, you know, from now on because of our lead, we can't lose. So you don't need to force 4 bases, or you don't need to force 3 bases. You're like, actually, we only need to hold 2, so we're okay sacrificing, the center or something when they know they're in the lead.
Dig is being work gated by BHO and BRTD. Both BRTD is defending their relic B, although I see the point flipping, and the NC is focusing on the alpha one.
So at alpha, as you're saying, the inner courtyard is being held by the BHO. Dig are on the outer kind of ring on the ground floor, trying to fight their way through. And it doesn't. I mean, I can't really tell about spawn logistics, but I don't feel like there's a. Oh wait, no, there is a Sundra. Dig has got themselves a Sundra. It almost got mine. It's a stealth one. Oh, NC's here. Hello. There's some mines. There's mine. There's C4. Not enough for some rocklets. You gotta be it. No. Still looks alive.
I'm checking some stuff right now. Just give me a sec.
Okay, so anyway, Diggs saved Alpha, but this is their only base. The Terran Republic pushed back into Bravo, but while this has all been going on, Delta has decided to flip as well. Whoosh, let's go over to Delta. Yep, so BHO has kind of attacked the soft underbelly of BRTD, if there was such a thing. BRTD's tanks have found themselves the Sunder. Just needs to make sure he doesn't get rocketed too much.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. If you come over to Delta, we have a little bit of a ground fight between harassers and tanks and some NC air. Oh wait, nope. TR Valk is fine.
I didn't thought BHO was going to be that annoying. Like, they are getting on the warp gate bases, and it's probably the right thing to do. BHO is in the lead, as is in bases count. They have 4 bases right now, just like TR. So they're getting a bit back in the score.
Well, it's TR's. I think they're going to try. Their next focus is to try and take Delta back. They've got Bravo. They have no forces on Golf. They have no forces on Hotel. The thing is, VS has like some people in Hotel, but they can't do anything. And NC has some forces on Golf, but it's not flipping. TR are attacking Indigo, and they are... Oh, well, they've left Bravo. Alpha is kind of dying off, and yeah, this is okay.
Right now, BRTD I think is going to lose a few bases. Like they're going to lose Bravo. I don't see. I think Gamma is going to get attacked.
BRTD is
they
now
need
up
to
to
recover
4.
Delta. They need Delta because it's it's like one of their wildgate bases, and they need to attack 2 other bases.
Need is a strong word. They already have 4 bases right now. So long as Delta is not Thorn or prevents resupply. Like, does TR have a base? Do they have as far as I can tell, TR's base is Charlie. That's where they have themselves. They're deployed. Their turrets. That's kind of like one of their linchpin little mini bases, right?
Yes, they don't even have aircrafts when there, so maybe
oh,
it might be somewhere.
Citadel Dome. You can have Citadel Domes. Check Brava out. It has one. War assets been deployed.
Oh, okay. I think that's a pretty bad way to spawn it, I think.
Well, it defends Bravo. Sure. I mean, they don't have to. Well, it actually locks the enemy out more than anything else. Yeah, but you want to set it up so that you can shoot at whatever is like. You want it, for example, to get between the roof and the point, but the thing is, deploying a war asset bubble and deploying 12 to 24 people to get B back seems a bit overkill. I probably wouldn't have that many people
there. But they need it. Like they need to get back in shape in the score. They're already almost 90 sport behind the 90 point behind the VS right now.
Alpha.
And they're targeting Gamma. So right now Gamma is threatened by 2 factions while Bravo is not, while Delta is not. So I think that's why Delta is more valuable.
NC and VS are fighting over the Terran base at G, and Indigo is. TR, but there's an NC pushback on the Cat. They got a Max and 2 guys.
Orbital strike on the Thunder from TR. On the NC Thunder.
War asset incoming.
Oh, we're seeing Max's.
Oh, but they killed some of the guys on the point. That thing actually knocked off some TR from the capture point. Okay, but they're back on now. I always love watching the Orbit Strike knocking the bodies away.
Really good. The TR manages to stay ahead and have always 4 bases right now, I think. And they're doing really good.
Well, they're pushing the Delta pretty hard, and they're pushing the... is that where the NC base is?
Where have you seen it?
I see an orbital strike icon. Yeah, so the NC have built themselves an orbital beacon thing, and they've also bought themselves a flail! A flail!
Oh, I haven't seen them at all. Like I've seen the flail being like spawning in Desolation, but I've never been.
You're so close to the warp gate. I mean, if it works, I mean, I'm not going to question it, but the flail I always found to be quite tragic, and you have to have the dart gun as well to use it. So, maybe.
Hotel is being attacked by a dig, and NC is attacking Yota.
Okay.
I always forgot what you call the I base.
Delta. Well, you can call it Indigo, Iota. It's
Indigo.
I. Yeah. But TR's in large numbers on Delta, and they took it back relatively uncontested at the end. Yeah. So they're back to their 4 bases. They lost B and they lost G, but they got themselves Indigo and Delta back. So BRTD is just playing this sort of flexing flow game where they always kind of fight and stay for 4.
They are halfway through the score, so that they're halfway through the victory already.
You've got a huge lead, you're right. How you come back from that, it can't...
They can do it, but they need to focus only TR and hope that BHO is also going to focus on them.
Thing is, they're not. Alright, so there's no NC at Alpha, okay? And there's a little NC at Golf, but not really. But Dig is fighting the NC on F. They want to get F back.
It's not a lot of people, though.
Indigo and Hotel. Equal pop fight at Hotel.
Where is base population? I'm seeing like 24 on H.
So TR is trying to fight for the 2 middle bases right now at the same time against 2 separate opponents, NC and VS. I'm not sure. No, they're out-popped on both bases.
Yes, I think that's the moment they're going to get double team. Like, not full-on double team, but I think it's going to happen. Yeah,
but the thing is, TR are kind of at the point now where I think they could probably work on the tactic of holding 3 bases. So they can hold their 2 proximity and 1 middle, and then it's very difficult because then they're not stretching. I mean, they can keep probing, attacking, and if they can get something, great, go for it. Yeah, so they didn't get Indigo, and they didn't get Hotel either, so they lost both bases.
Yep, and they're going to go Indigo. So they have only 2 bases right now. And now VS has the score generation advantage.
Yeah, you know what would be really good? As like a future thing is, you know how we have the points above the team, so 284, 395, 224. It'd be really cool if there was a timer above that under current generation time till victory.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Something like that would be really cool.
What's also missing is how many bases they have right now. Like just showing like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, and NC VS is focusing the C gate, the C base, and NC is attacking the D1. BRTD is getting upgated if they don't defend.
Wait.
They will, of course, but
do observer cameras see infiltrated people?
I don't.
We do.
Well, you see the name, but
I can see Pastry General. So if you go to a hotel, he's hiding in the little. This is why we have a minute delay. He's hiding in the little kind of tunnel thing next to the capture point at a hotel, and I think he's just waiting for the cap or people to leave.
Look at Charlie. You have a full-on base, and you have the VS inside it. So you can have the Citadel shield, but it's not of any use if you don't defend the point.
Oh, I know this. There are some TR here, and I can't fly in unless I go faster. The Valkyrie on the inside, love it. And they've wiped the VS off. I mean, these extra and like the anti-air turrets are just annoying as well.
Oh
That's
yes,
cool.
I'm just seeing them in action, and I've seen anti-infantry turrets inside the bases.
It's the big brother to the Spitfire, isn't it? But Delta though, that's a problem because now the NC are pushing the TR down to 1 base.
I don't know where the TR population is.
Doesn't look like... Okay, so the Sun Lightning's outside just looking for spawn logistics. So looking for where the NC are spawning from. But at 20 seconds... Oh, here comes a Valkyrie. Valkyrie drop on the roof. 4 guys.
Beacons, I hope.
Beacon is down, you're right. They have a Max on the center waiting to come in. Some guys are down. 9 seconds though. Fired the EMP on the center. Didn't quite get the Spitfire. They have no choice but to run in.
And these Maxes.
NC Spitfire. No, they've lost the base.
Yep.
Oh, they got close. They got on the point, but there weren't enough of them to stop it.
BRTD is struggling right now, and VS is already only 80 points away from them. And NC is getting, they're in the lead right now, like they have 4 bases just like VS.
So the VS and NC are not fighting each other. So, okay, so the NC have got F, and there's nobody on Alpha right now. And then there's nobody on Echo either, because it's safe. Indigo isn't being contested either, so the VS are not pushing Indigo, they're just holding their 4 bases. And then they're pressuring Charlie, because if they can pressure Charlie, they know that the... Oh, another orbital strike coming in by the TR on Delta.
That's quite a useless one, I think.
But look at that, the NC knows what's happening, they're all legging it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to kill the Spitfires, I hope. Yep, but that's about it.
Was that... worth it? You don't have anyone on the roof?
Yeah, if they are not dropping right after it, is it
okay, well,
is it useful?
Some of them are.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they're
high up. Oh, it's 1 Valkyrie, so they're basically squad spawning and dropping and coming in. But is that enough?
There's still Spitfire there. And
no, they have Air Force. They've got Mosquitoes and they got the Liberators. So I mean, yeah, this is probably their main focus, their main push. But while this is happening, Charlie is flipping for VS again.
I mean, BHO is only it's less than 150 points away from BRTD, so the score is pretty tight.
Yeah, and the thing is, they've abandoned Charlie, so Dig are now here, and they're basically killing off all the modules.
I think every... Oh no, wait. Oh, and smokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a game of 2 halves.
a really hard time.
What else is going on? Is all VS and NC against TR right now, and Dig is slowly coming back? Okay, so it's a 48-96. Well, it's basically most of the forces, but the thing is, TR are overpopping Delta pretty hard for the cap. Now, the problem here is that they're going to lose Charlie before they capture the other base that they're going for.
The VS and NC are not fighting each other at all. You can see people on the bases, but you don't see any cap being started. And BRTD is really struggling.
It's a very light hold on Charlie, and sure enough, it looks like some TR have come in.
Yeah, there's not a lot of TR there.
No, but the VS and NC have actually finally started fighting each other. They've gone to golf.
Yeah, but it's 12-24 with both NC and
it
VS.
So. It was working so well though for the VS.
Yes,
like,
that's why you don't get ahead too fast.
Well, I don't know. I still think with like BRTD's probably gonna if they can hold on to Charlie. Oh wait, hold on a second. Are they gonna hold on to Charlie?
Yes, already recouped like 40 points.
Okay, they've got it. They've got their numbers in. They're on the capture point. They're flipping it. But Dig is also here thinking, but the anti-infantry turret is just going to be a nuisance.
I mean, BHO is probably going to rather focus BRTD than Dig. I mean, if I'm BHO right now and whoever winning Dig or
is that a router
BRTD.
pad being constructed? Not a router pad, but a router relay construction being developed.
Where is it?
Inside Charlie, next to the anti-infantry turret.
Oh,
Oh, it's a pain field.
That? Oh,
it's a pain field.
Yeah, it's pain field.
Oh, it's just drop pod wars. Okay, so TR is kind of holding on to this. The cap on Delta is going through, so they got big numbers, and the NC have pulled their population to Golf. So they're going to lose their 4th on Delta, but take a 4th on Golf, and it looks like they're also pressuring A. So it looks like the NC are a fickle ally. They were working in favor of Dig, but now they're not.
Backstabbing of the backstabbing. But right now, the score is less than 100 points because the first and the third one. VS is almost
27 points. It's
they were like 100
close,
points.
Yeah. Alright, so the TR are just beginning to stabilize their 2 frontline bases. The NC are going to hurt the VS capture here because the VS are going to go down to 2 bases real soon unless they make saves.
The match is going on for since 30 minutes. Oh my god, and it's only
it's
on?
We're looking currently at Charlie. A couple of drop pods on the capture point. NC Max is holding them off.
Charlie?
On Charlie, yep, but the points are slightly flipping. It's
no
hard to say here. The VS is definitely turned up to make the save. It depends whether or not the NC can call in additional reinforcements to cap this. And at the same time, Alpha is being pushed off as well.
Gamma is the top side too. Like VS is resecuring it.
Yeah, Golf. Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of VS error, and then sometimes mosquitoes too. But the fight is pretty tough in the air, I think.
Oh, hello. Oh, so did somebody... I don't understand what the little logo is. Someone's marked it, or the Sunder's got the...
what is this?
Oh, yes. Anvil! It's an anvil! Yes. Right, so
I'm going to spawn the Sunder, most likely. And everything is dead. I don't think they can spawn it. They need someone to go there.
Was that a VS one or an NC one?
It's a VS one, I think. It looks purple, so I guess it's VS.
Okay, well, it looks to me like the VS kind of pushed the NC off here, although it is kind of heavy numbers. It's
Look
so
at
close.
TR
it's a VS base, but the TR are taking it from the NC?
Yeah, but I don't know what's happening.
Are they,
There's
though?
almost no one.
There's
no one here. Look at the
equal numbers, and I'm one of the observer
I
cams.
think it's one guy's...
NC's gonna get the steal. TR can steal this. No, but they're going for Bravo. The thing is, TR's point of view is they say, okay, well, the VS are going to take Hotel. Don't screw with them. Let them take it.
The score is so close. It's 7 points.
Yeah, and then they need the bases to flip. So they're not going to go for Hotel. They're going to say, okay, Hotel's going to flip in 10 seconds. Don't go for that. Focus everything Bravo. Take 2 bases.
I'm seeing a TR right next to the point.
Which point is this?
Come on.
Oh, Hotel. Oh, did he steal it? No, that's Amrish. No. What the heck?
No, it's too big. It's fighting. They're fighting. The point is flipped. Where's the
TR? It's
Where
the
is he?
VS.
Come on, guy. What the hell are you doing?
Pasty General, what are you doing?
doing?
He doesn't even have his cloak on. He's just standing there. Oh, now his cloak's on.
Oh, God.
Oh, mate.
He could have done it. Like
okay.
Oh, God.
Well, at least Bravo is 25 seconds.
Bravo, yeah. Bravo is going to be secured. Delta is being resecured. Then
I don't think Bravo's going to be secure. Delta, Charlie is safe at the moment. Delta is being saved.
70 seconds for Bravo.
15 seconds. Well, the NC, the VS here from Dig with the Valkyrie and the base nearby and on the roof. I don't see how TR can hold this for 8 seconds. If Dig really wanted to, they could run the point. But they're not.
No, not enough people. TR has people around it and on the point.
But they had the roof. They had 10 seconds. Or maybe it's my caster view, but
balcony is helping. Yeah.
But they're all dropping now, but it's a drop too late. Okay, so the VS are trying to take... Oh, they're saving their hotel. Okay, so the NC... Alright, it's even now. Currently it's even.
Yes,
but the VS are in the lead by 3 points.
Oh, 3 points. Yeah, I missed that.
So the question is, can the TR... See, the TR are heavily fighting the VS at Delta. Can they push back Indigo and Echo? Or can they try and get Hotel or Indigo? Because they're not going to be able to hold on to Bravo, the Warp Gate base, right now for Dig. I don't see them holding it, especially with a base nearby. Hello, is that an Anvil coming in?
I'm not
it is.
On a hotel, yeah.
I've never actually seen these in place.
Wait, there's one in Bravo too, actually. Wait, it disappeared. I got the icon on it, but...
Yeah, oh well, anyway. The thing is, okay, so there's a huge VS pop sync right now on Bravo. So what does the TR do? The TR moves to Hotel, which is a more realistic base hold.
Look at the Hotel. Look at where Sunday is.
The Sunder? Oh, it's
yes,
inside? No, it's on the roof.
No,
it's been anviled on the roof.
Look, yeah, exactly.
I like that. But it's kind of obvious, because I can see the bubble from miles away. But still, I like it. Oh, but the Dig Liberator's here.
Yeah,
does he see it? Are they going to have any... no, they don't. They'd be shooting if they could.
They're going to see the people are coming from the roof.
Oh, but 20 seconds. I don't think Dig can redeploy enough people here.
But he's on the ground.
No, there's too many TR.
Liberator.
Oh, they got Beacon. They're coming in from the...
9 seconds.
West.
Will they be able to do it?
Oh, there's even an NC here. There's an NC Max. What's an NC Max doing here?
Who is he called? Who is he called?
Rob X. Oh, he's dead, but never mind. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Maelstrom's on the point. Not enough. Okay.
I mean, Maelstrom and Walker are both the leaders of the Dig team.
Okay, so the TR are gonna catch up here because they're gonna. Every 10 seconds is a point generation. So they're 501 against 502. They're gonna take the lead.
Is going to be...
And then it's going to be 3 versus 3 as far as TR. But they're losing Delta. They're trying to push Indigo right now, but they're going to lose the base. So
BRTD is ahead now. And they're going to generate points for a bunch of time. It's so close, and we are, what's that, 2/3?
Yeah, but they're going to lose Delta's 1 minute. NC is fully established here. On Indigo... what are we seeing here? It's more TR pop, but it's like I don't see logistics, I don't see spawn options or whatnot.
Oh,
a couple of guys.
BRTD is having trouble defending that Delta base every time. They're like, I don't know what's happening. But,
so Hotel, I'm surprised hasn't flipped yet, because it could. Indigo is being stalled, saved. Is BRT? Oh no. BHO has a big push, constantly pushing Delta right now, and this is the weak point of BRTD. I don't see how they're going to save this. There's too many Spitfires, there's too many beacons, and infantry on the ridge. This is probably just a given up base. They're like, okay, we're not going to get Delta, but the risk here is that if you focus on taking Indigo, obviously the NC can cap the base at Delta, then move their entire population to Indigo.
Yeah. Twitch chat is hilarious. Someone was like, it's 500! No, the score is not finished at 500 now, it's 750.
Yeah.
It was like, it's 500!
Dude, BHO, they're 100 points behind. Is it possible? I mean, they've got 4.
It's really close.
The really important thing now is what happens at Indigo. If TR takes Indigo, it's fine. If they don't take Indigo, it really stings.
Oh. BRTD is attacking Bravo, and now...
Can the VS steal this as well? They can! VS could steal Indigo! They're here to steal it! Here comes Maelstrom!
Yes! This is still meta everywhere. They have ESFs. Oh, did they have enough people on the ground? They have people on the ground.
This will give them, like, it's equal score, 530. VS are now in the lead.
Oh, God.
VS have got 3 bases. TR have only got 2. TR's losing Hotel. They've lost the cap on Indigo. Is the NC even going to try and stop this? No? TR's beaconing, but it's... Nope. Well, that's actually the worst case scenario. Losing bases to the NC and the VS. The VS are back up to 4. NC are on 3. TR, they've saved Hotel. So Hotel's been saved.
That's not enough. Like VS is ahead by 5 points now.
They're going to push Bravo again? I really dislike the fact that they're pushing Bravo hard.
They need Delta. They need
Delta and hold Delta. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The things I wouldn't be, but they don't want to fight the NC. They want to fight the VS because they know that's their main threat.
I don't know where NC is right now.
I think you're right. I think VS is going to win. Like, so the NC are attacking Alpha, right? And it's really I don't think the NC can catch up at this point. So
no.
They're really just dictating who wins and where. Yeah.
It's still 90% close. I don't know. Like, I don't think BHO can win, but who they focus on is, I mean, I don't know. They don't seem to be attacking anyone right now.
So there's a large force.
But
yeah, Hotel's been saved.
Well, they're attacking Indigo now.
Thing is, TR can't attack Indigo because they don't have a link. And they're waiting probably for the population of Delta to leave. As soon as they save Hotel, then they theoretically could steal Golf or Indigo because there's a big NC push in the center.
That's actually right.
The VS push on Alpha is dead, so it's just an NC kind of distraction cap.
This is going everywhere. Like, I don't know what's happening. I cannot say what's going to happen. VS is in the lead.
Okay, so the TR has fully
20
saved
points.
Relic. Okay, so Relic is done. Air Force wise, there's a lot of dig air over Hotel. And whose vehicles are these? So TR has a Lightning Force and a Proxy Rep Sunder, and they still have a Prowler?
Lot of vehicles. They might have too many vehicles, honestly.
Okay, so the TR, they're still in Hotel. Okay, so the NC stalled on Golf, still ticking down on an Indigo Steelback. I mean, from the TR's point of view, do you want to go screw over Indigo? Probably not. You're probably happy that Indigo goes through because the NC gets it. But
yes,
you need to catch up. You need to have more bases than the VS does. So, if I'm TR, I kind of agree with the whole going for Indigo and Golf and stealing it. All right, hold on.
There isn't anything on Indigo right now that. Oh wait, there is BRTD people here now. It's 40% TR, and I'm seeing acrobatics and others.
Last couple seconds.
They have a beacon somewhere.
Yep.
70 seconds. The point is
TR's
here.
here.
The point.
And while this is going on, the NC and VS are distracted at Golf, so Indigo could be a steal here.
So TR is stealing it, and they're going to get 3 points, but 3 bases. But that's not like.
Oh yeah, at this point, it's not just a case of getting the base; it's getting the links as well.
Yes, that's right, but that's why they need Delta. Delta is a safe one. They're not going to lose it very easily. There's only one that is to it, and they can arrest the Echo.
2 in the center. Charlie is a big VS push there at Charlie. Can you check out how many are there?
Yep, it should be like 24 from each
Yeah,
side.
if I was Dig, I'd probably make a push. Thing is, it depends how easy it is to logistically move, but you can push Echo and Delta, but it means you completely ignore the VS, and the VS are going for Hotel again. Nah, that's just not
The
gonna work.
VS cannot put 48 people on no, like 24 people on the Charlie point because they have 3 bases to either defend or attack to protect them.
Yeah.
Echo is Hotel is the right pick for VS, I think.
But Golf is going to go to the NC at this rate because VS right now, they're trying to get Hotel, but while Hotel is going on, they're going to lose Golf.
They had the defense on Golf, and now they're losing it.
So the numbers on Golf are 2-1 in favor of NC, and Hotel
is everywhere.
Yeah, 64% on. No, I think the NC is going to get this.
Yeah.
Oh, what? There's a TR. The TR's trying to steal it. What? It's flipping. It's flipping.
It's flipping. They're doing it.
Oh, but they need to grab the point. Beacons are down. No, not beacons. The turrets.
One.
That's enough. One.
2.
Nice! Beautiful. I didn't even think about that. They moved their population from Indigo to Golf.
They are Indigo, so
and they completely left Hotel undefended as well. Now they can go back to Hotel. Yeah, so they're getting 4. So they got 4 to 2. So, yeah, but they can never hold this.
Look at Fast 3 General. That guy has not moved since the big. I swear.
Oh, look at all the dead pop on Hotel, and then Charlie's being saved. I don't know why there's NC there. Delta still isn't going anywhere. Indigo is flipping in a minute 40. I don't think Golf can be held onto, so as TR you might just go back to Hotel and try and save it.
Look at Hotel and look at the Fast 3 General guy. He hasn't moved. You remember the TR who didn't try to flip the point and steal it?
Oh, is he still
there?
Has he disconnected or crashed? Is he? No, because he's stealth. He's active. Maybe he's the leader. Pasty General. He is there.
I don't think he's the platoon leader, but
okay.
My God, he has so many people getting close to him and not seeing him. Oh my God.
Well, because of the end. What's happening? Now it's the bases are cut off. I didn't think about that. Lattice links, I completely forgot about that. So even though it's equal bases and they almost were caught up, this is actually extremely bad for BRTD.
Yeah, that's really bad. They're going to get Delta, but they need to secure I and Gamma.
Indigo needs to save.
But
Golf,
they're not getting scored now, and that's really bad. Dig is almost 100 points close to the victory.
Is it 700?
And with 17 minutes before the pros match, I think we're going
700 or 750?
It's 750.
Okay, so it's not that critical.
It's almost 100 points now.
Yeah.
100 and like 11.
Okay, so Charlie is fine. Bravo was being contested, but I think the VS are saving it. You're right, Delta is making a big push. Indigo, the TR are here.
Oh, and NC is defending it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, they are flipping by the point on Delta, NC.
I think
a lot of
Dig was
look at
think
the
of stealing this?
fires on Delta.
Yeah, I'm watching on Indigo. Delta, sorry, okay.
And Yota is so weird. Yeah. NC is flipping it, so now NC is in the lead in the bases.
VS is trying to steal. They missed on the Indigo. Yeah. So this is pretty bad now. It's getting to the point where the NC is catching. No, the problem is that the BHO are just too dug in. Like, think about this. BHO, this is the blue team, are digging into Delta hard. They're not digging into Alpha really hard. So it's like, imagine if this was flipped and then the Alpha point was constantly being harassed on the dig, the purple team. They wouldn't have this point lead, would they? So NC goes up to 5 bases right now. I don't know if they can catch up, but they're up to 5, but they're going to lose Delta.
They're going to get focused by VS, I think. I hope so. I mean, that's what I would do if I was VS right now. Like, I would focus either a Probg. But they need to secure. Someone on the BHO team is flipping A quite regularly, like quite a lot, and just
being a nuisance. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Like, timer is so important, and right now VS cannot capture. Wait, actually they can. Never mind. But it can be a big play.
Big TR play on Hotel.
Oh, look
big
at
drop. The population's moved to... Oh, hello.
And we have another anvil. I think they are using anvils, all the anvils they have.
And they've also brought their armor ground force up as well.
Yep, they have a lot of vehicles. I think BRTD might have too many people.
But they're fighting the NC harassers though.
Yes, but that's one squad of people in vehicles, I think, and that's maybe too much.
Well, I mean, you're getting spawn logistics, you're doing a big push in Hotel. Look at the NC are straight back on Delta, straight back. And it's only a 10-second overlap from Hotel and Delta. And the problem is, do you stay with all this population on Hotel? I mean, you're fighting the VS and you need to slow the VS. So after Hotel, they probably have to go to Bravo. And...
Big has a 50-point lead.
Alright, so the NC are gonna... Oh, another war asset being used.
75% point.
Oh no! They just gave VS Indigo! They killed all the defenders on the point, and the tier tries to come and steal it. It's too late. But all the VS were inside the building waiting for the orbital strike to go off, killed all the defenders if there were any, and then they take it. But it's going to be cut off if Hotel goes through. So it's not like game over yet, but it's still bad because it's still a 4 versus 2, and it's the NC are still going to take Delta again. So I feel for BRTD right now because they just can't get a break. And they're going to be overtaken. They're going to be in 3rd place soon.
They need to stop attacking Yota, and I think they need to harass Hotel and Bravo and resecure D. Like, they need to focus on annoying Dig, because Dig is the one in the lead. So they need to ignore as much as possible BHO. They need a Delta pace, but they need to attack Bravo, and I think they have people there.
I'm kind of thinking here, like, you can see how the red team, you know, BRTD are going. Oh wow, the capture point's just been stalled. All this population on Hotel, and at the end the VS comes in the last 15 seconds, and they're stalling it.
Ooh, Hotel, yes, that might be...
TR really needs to keep the pressure up here because they've invested so much.
That's pretty close. No, that's good. Echo will go through. No, Hotel will go through.
Yeah, Hotel goes
Delta
through.
will go through. Indigo is cut off now.
Oh, so Delta has been saved. Yeah, Delta's saved. So they're up to 3. NC's down to 2, but they're on 705 points. It's not enough.
Yes, it's
they need
45
to. No, TR's on Bravo.
Need 100 points.
They have no other option.
Point generation now.
Yeah, so
that's not happening. Like, they only have like 50% more.
The thing is, you even if a base is under contention, you still get points. So, like, Bravo will continue to give points even for these 2 minutes. So they need to get Bravo, and then they need to just permanently hold on to it. And they kind of need the NC to push A and just zero them.
They will need more. They will need more than that because.
And this is where, in the last moments of this game, does NC want to come in 2nd place, or do they want to screw over?
I don't think they can.
Because it's still
they can.
It's still close enough. The NC could win this because they could take Indigo. They could force back. If they go for Alpha, they kill off the VS point generation and they go up to 5 bases. I don't know if they'll catch up over time because we don't have a timer that tells us these things, how long to go.
No,
but
there's only 11 minutes left in the match anyway, but it's going to end before that.
Theoretically, if everything worked out, every team here could still win. But
I don't think BHO can win, but they can steal and get the second place from BRTD. They're only 20 points ahead. Like
TR steal on Indigo. TR steal Indigo.
Oh, that's good. That's good. They might be able. Now they need to capture Bravo, and they're good. Like they can.
Oh, they can do it. Okay. So they got 4 bases, and Delta is currently being saved.
Wait.
Yes, it's 17 seconds until a full save, so it's not bad in that sense. So if I am... orbital strike coming in.
Where?
Oh, I thought I saw... No, it's not. It's
the remainder of it, yeah.
It's yes, another anvil drop of another Sunder.
VS is focusing BHO. I mean, look at it.
Okay, so TR makes a full save on Delta. There's a VS NC. Oh wow, big NC fight on Golf.
27
and Bravo
until victory.
That's
so close.
Is the point generation from Alpha alone enough?
I don't think so. And BHO is flipping it right now, so it
because
might,
they're also in a minute they're going to get Golf. So BRTD are going to get themselves Bravo. They'll go up to 5 bases, let's say, assuming they get this and then keep it.
I think in the 2 remaining minutes.
I don't think they can catch up the remaining 40 points. I think it's 727. Every 10 seconds you get 1 point from the bases you own. They have 2 bases.
No, I think Dig has it. I think Dig has it.
Okay, so the NC are... No, they're still losing Golf. So Golf goes... Yeah, no, I think this is it. It's 20 points to go? No. It's a bridge too far.
Yep, I think it's over.
On the NC are pushing Delta. The NC are pushing Indigo. And they've lost themselves Golf, and they're going for the easy kills right now. They're not going for the Alpha here, so... And the TR are all in on the Bravo. They're going to get back attacked by the NC. Even a Galaxy comes in. The whole platoon turns up. BRTD's got the air control. No, sorry, Dig's got the air control, bombing the infantry on the ground. There's no spawn or vehicle logistics, so it's all air for the VS because they're so close to their base.
13 points for...
The smoke, I guess, is helping. They're there, they got beacons.
They have 2 bases now, Dig, and it's going to be too fast.
They're on 3 bases, technically. Think about it, and they got 10 points. So they're going to get this...
It's over in like 2 minutes, I think. Not even 2 minutes.
Yeah. I don't even think there's enough time to cap the bases to prevent the point generation. If I was Dig, I'd orbital strike this. But ultimately, I think this is a Dig victory. It's just the mid game where the NC rebounded and then the BRTD were 0 based.
6 points until the end.
Yeah.
It's over 4.
Oh, it's just an absolute bloodbath here from the Dig Air Force.
Who would have called Dig winning?
You did. You said Dig was going to win.
I didn't say they were going to win. I said they were really good at playing the double team game. And when I called the double team, it happened.
Oh! They didn't even cap the base! They were 1 second away!
Oh my god. That's an interesting match. And we have 8 minutes before the bronze one, but... I think I'm going to ping all the team leaders, and we're going to do the interview after the bronze match.
Well, we can do a 3-minute interview if you like. I don't mind.
I don't have Mike. I'm stupid. I forgot to tell him to go to the PSB TeamSpeak. I will send him a message, but.
Well, there you go. Dig wins, and NC was still 3rd place. They didn't catch up, so they fought. But it's like NC made sure that TR didn't win, constantly harassing that warp gate spawn point for the BRTD.
So right now I'm hearing that for the bronze match, I don't know if you know, but one of the team, which is ECOD, is basically a bot invite fit, and that's the way they qualified. And right now apparently I'm hearing people are joining the team to play for the match at the last second.
Well, they're joining the outfit.
Yes.
So like the super ringers.
Yes.
I don't even know if there's going to be cohesion there or not.
Yes. Do we have DNA and do we have... let me check. We're not going to have those people. I think I'm going to tell them that we're going to do that after the bronze match, because we have like 7 minutes.
Okay. So we're just gonna go to a chill for a few moments, and then we go into our bronze game.
Yes, let's breathe a bit because that was some action. Oh, that was something. That's what outfit was supposed to be, I guess. I mean, it's maybe not perfect because of the 1v1v1 system, but oh my god, that was really intense match. It's not competitive, but it's probably definitely one of the best match you could have. I'm going to cut my stream. You should cut your stream and restart it.
Why is that?
So we have two VODs for the gold and the bronze match.
You just go into the stream and you cut it, and then you just make highlights.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not the one doing that. I was told it was easier.
If nobody told me to do that, and I'm not going to stop the stream because it's too much hassle. If somebody tells me to do that, then I'll do it.
Do whatever you want. I know Osprey is going to do it to cut. I'm going to change the name of the outfits playing. So the bronze match.
I
don't
don't
look at
know.
it.
Yes,
So
you're
the
right.
bronze match is Edim, FRMD, and ECOG. So Edim is a bit. I'm going to say it's a bit like the LCTH of all. Like they're like a midfield. They're playing.
Pure ICORG.
Yeah, Aqua doesn't even have a tag. Some say it's because they don't want people to see. They don't want to show that they are spam inviting people. But hey, so ECOG, for those who don't know, is a spam invited. They created a bot so they can see people logging on in the game through the API who don't have an outfit, and they just invite them to the outfit. And do you know why they are doing that? It's because the leader just get points, full bastions, and orbital strike just for free.
All right, fair enough.
So
Sure.
yeah. I'm going to change my the labels on my stream. Edim, FRMD, and ECOG. There it is. I have.
And we're back.
I am told that you should. No, wait. You should not. I'm going to. So something not safe for work is happening in the tier warp gate apparently.
Well, can you do in the stream and then restart it for VOD?
I could. What's wrong with just highlighting it?
It's easier for the VOD if it starts and stops because then we can get the entire feed.
Okay, I'm going to lower your
We have
volume.
time. Like we have 4 minutes.
Well, you heard it here first. So, this is the end of the gold match. Hurrah! Congratulations to Dig, the comeback kings, as it were, behind in the beginning by 100 points, but the BRTD comes in and takes it, so fantastic. We'll have interviews on a later section. BRTD were strong favourites running at the gate at the beginning, but double teaming and coming down to 1-2 bases and then struggling to come back and always having the NC being a thorn in their backside meant that they came in a respectable second contenders, and then BHO having a terrible start to the game, which is ultimately why they weren't able to win, because in the mid game they were strong, and at the end game Malti, it seemed like they were doing really, really well, but then again, it's probably because the situation dictated that the NC were not fighting, didn't have to worry because it was the VS and the TR fighting amongst each other, with the NC biting each other's heels. Anyway, I'm going to stop the stream now. It's a 1 minute delay. Then I'm going to start the stream again, and then we're going to jump in to watch the bronze match and then see how our Zerg fit with Ringers is going to work.
Completely different.
Dude, it's the same names. Just BRTD leaves, BRTD joins ICORG and just play.
They could do that, and I know that some outfits on Mirror are
Alright,
just have
we're stopping now. We will be back